More Western military assistance is headed to Ukraine following a key visit over the weekend.
Sounds like President Zelensky is getting what he wants, more and more U.S.-led funds. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says the recent commitment of $1 billion of aid won't be the end of the story.
So you should know, the people of Ukraine should know that we will continue to do everything possible to ensure that you're successful.
Austin also plans to talk with other Western counterparts as well in the coming days, see what additional military capabilities others can provide. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
French President Emmanuel Macron has secured another term in office. He will serve for 5 more years. Only 2 French presidents before him have ever managed to become reelected. The Supreme Court will hear arguments today in the case of a Washington State high school football coach who was suspended for leading post-game prayers on the 50-yard line. Here's ABC's Devin Dwyer.
In the First Amendment, we have the freedom to exercise our religion in the public square, at our homes, in our communities. But there's also part of the First Amendment called the Establishment Clause. The government shall not establish a religion. And so here we are at a public school with a teacher who wants to outwardly practice his faith on duty, on the job, he says, by himself. At the same time, the school district says, well, wait a second, we can't be establishing, promoting religion.
Rallies in Texas over the weekend, calling on Governor Greg Abbott to halt the execution of 53-year-old Melissa Lucio, who is scheduled to be put to death on Wednesday for killing her 2-year-old daughter. She says the girl fell down the stairs. Twitter's board of directors meeting this weekend, getting closer to a deal on Elon Musk's offer to buy the company, while one of Elon Musk's other companies, SpaceX, returns to Earth from the International Space Station today. It'll land with 4 men on board. You're listening to ABC News.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary. Oil keeps going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Get in on the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. The U.S. government needs your investment in oil and is allowing you to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Goldman Sachs is projecting oil to go up to $100 a barrel. Call 800-278-7455. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 800-278-7455. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 800-278-7455.
More than a dozen wildfires burning across several states. In Colfax County, New Mexico, about 75 miles away from Las Vegas, firefighters are trying to get a handle on the Cook's Peak fire. It's burned through more than 52,000 acres.
We're trying to come around the mountain and work back to the west to get this contained.
Manuel Martinez with the Southwest Area Incident Management Team. So far, 0 containment. Wildfires have burned nearly 1 million acres so far this year. That's twice as much as this time last year. Investigators in New Hampshire still looking for clues in the murders of a couple out for a hike. Stephen and Wendy Reed were found shot to death late last week near a hiking trail not far from their home in Concord, New Hampshire. And some serious questions after a stunt went way wrong. ABC's Will Gann says the details after a couple of pilots tried to switch planes while both were in the air.
2 pilots, cousins Luke Akins and Andy Farrington, attempting a death-defying stunt years in the making called plane swap, changing their planes mid-freefall. But within moments of both men jumping out of their planes, disaster.
Blue plane is out of control.
The brake to slow the freefall from 12,000 feet, sending the blue plane into a spiral. With no plane, Andy parachuting, this stunt proving that practice doesn't always make perfect.
Yeah, the FAA is now investigating. This is ABC News.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom, how the world connects.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
It's the time of year to come to NC Tractor for the selection of Massey Ferguson tractors and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. NC Tractor gives fantastic customer service, the best discounts possible, and it's a locally owned business. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue is helping to make outdoor work more enjoyable. Should you have something that you can be proud of for a long time? Massey Ferguson and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Come look them over. 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton. That phone number is 288-0395.
Unseasonable temperatures will be on tap today. We're heading into the mid to upper 80s. A lot of sunshine will be in place as well. Tonight, we'll stay warm with temperatures in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, highs will reach the upper 70s and the upper 80s. But a cold front's going to move through. Ahead of it, we're going to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms develop into the afternoon and evening hours with gradual clearing by Tuesday night. But some storms could be strong to severe. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Thank you very much, Peter. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday, the 25th of April 25th, 2022. And our temperature reading right now is 51 degrees. Started at 53, dropped a couple. Climbing back up after a while to about 85 for a daytime high with some wind gusting to about 14 miles per hour. So summer-like day here in the neighborhood, dropping back tonight to about 61. And we have warm temperatures the rest of the week. No rain in sight for a few days at least right now. So good morning and welcome to Monday. Now I have these death announcements. Jimmy Dennis Price, age 64, of Ellenboro, passed away Saturday, April 23rd at his residence. No formal services will be conducted at this time, and Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services serving the family of Jimmy Dennis Price. Loretta Rogers Weathers, age 88, of Cherryville, passed away Thursday, April 21st at Wendover Hospice in Shelby. No formal services are planned at this time, and Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services entrusted with serving the family of Loretta Rogers Weathers. Douglas Wayne Lowry, 64, of Ellenboro, died Thursday, April 21st. The family is planning a private graveside service at Corinth Baptist Church Cemetery, and Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Services in charge of those arrangements for Douglas Wayne Lowry. Terry Wild Turkey Thompson, age 62, of Spartanburg, passed away Friday, April 15th at his residence. A memorial service will be conducted at 7 o'clock April 26th at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services serving the family of Terry Wild Turkey Thompson. Donna Sprouse McDaniel, age 59, of Ellenboro, passed away Thursday, April 14th at her residence. A memorial service will be conducted at 7 o'clock this evening at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to service time at the funeral home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services entrusted with those arrangements for Donna Sprouse McDaniel. Brenda Self, age 61, of Mooresboro, passed away Thursday, April 21st at Rutherford Regional Medical Center. Graveside service will be conducted at 2 o'clock today at Rutherford County Memorial Cemetery. The family will receive friends following the service at the graveside. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services entrusted with those arrangements for Brenda Self of Mooresboro. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. For the complete information on these and others as they become available to us, can be heard today at 11:35 and then again at 5:10 as part of the afternoon caller and report. Complete information on those death announcements. Well, the Braves had a bad weekend. On Saturday, they lost to the Marlins 9-7. On Sunday, they lost to the Marlins 5-4. And they're off today, and they'll be coming back in action tomorrow against a game, about 3-game stretch there with the Cubs tomorrow, starting tomorrow morning, and a night game. So maybe after today being off, they'll get their mojo ready back again. Final day to get your secretary's name sent to us, bosses, so they can be in the drawing for the Secretary of the Week contest, and we'll have that drawing on Wednesday, and we'll take them to lunch on Friday. So make sure your secretary or your office manager or your administrative assistant is nominated. She'll feel much better knowing you thought enough to send that to us. Send it to us here at WCAB. Bill O'Reilly Morning Update is coming up next.
O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, AMAC is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits, insightful news, and a magazine full of uncensored content. They are pushing back against efforts to defund the police, weaken the borders, and corrupt our youth. But they need your help. Please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us. On this Monday, the once liberal media darling Jon Stewart taking a pounding over his new streaming show, The Problem with Jon Stewart. Apparently the problem is few have followed Jon into cyberland. So as usual, the untalented in the media are raking Stewart for a failure. As one who successfully transitioned from cable TV into cyberspace, I operate a TV show on BillO'Reilly.com. I can tell you it is not easy, especially when you charge admission, as I do and as Stewart does. For bucks, even reasonable, you better have something unique. You better have what the church lady demanded, something special. Jon Stewart is witty and talented. As you may know, I went up against him a number of times on his television program and mine. And the debates were crisp, funny, and worthy. But he is now a cyber spaceman, and that is a whole new universe. The stuff that worked on cable years ago does not now work on social media, on the internet platforms. You have to have something unique. And from what I've seen, Mr. Stewart is kind of recycling his old persona. That will not work. However, I personally wish Jon Stewart success. Now this. If you are stuck in a timeshare, please call my friends at Lone Star Transfer. They guarantee to get you out with a specified time frame given to you in writing. They have helped thousands of unhappy timeshare owners over the past decade. Family owned, their process is done legally, ethically, and quickly. So please call for a no obligation consultation. 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
Live from beautiful downtown Whiteside Road in the Blue Room of WCAB, your connection to the world of entertainment and information is on the air. WCAB, what a way to spend a day.
Good morning. Good morning.
It is said of Robert Leroy Parker, or as we know him, Butch Cassidy, that if he were alive today and he was an honest man, he would be a CEO of some corporation. Butch's robberies were well planned. He even stationed fresh horses on the escape route in order to make it easy to outdistance the lawmen. Butch's lieutenant was an Ellsworth Lay who went by the nickname Elza. Elza was also known to be a brilliant man. On April 21, 1897, Butch and Elza decided to pool their brilliance and pull off a payroll robbery. At one time, Butch had worked at a mining camp near Castle Grande, Utah. So he knew when the payroll was being received and when it was distributed to the miners. Waiting until the exact moment after the receipt and before payment, Butch and Elza rushed into the camp and scooped up the $8,000 payroll. To make sure the camp couldn't notify the law, they cut the telegraph wire. Then they headed over to the New Mexico Territory. Now, most outlaws would go to the nearest tavern and celebrate, but not Butch and Elza. They knew the posses would be looking for a couple of cowboys having a good time. So Butch and Elza went to a local ranch and got jobs as cowboys, where they worked until the heat was off. But then, on the other hand, maybe Butch wasn't all that smart of a person. The law did chase him down to South America, where he was supposedly killed in a shootout at the age of 43. Now his buddy Elza did live to be 66, but during his lifetime, he was shot more than once, and he was sentenced to a life in prison. They sure don't sound smart to me. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Jesse James Railroad Express has added 2 new sandwiches to their menu. Try the all-new crispy chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise, or the crispy deluxe with lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, bacon, and cheese. Enjoy a refreshing milkshake or a hand-dipped ice cream cone. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Closed Wednesday and Sunday. Jesse James Railroad Express, 531 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Call 828-447-4644. Mondays only, hot dog with mustard, chili, and onions for only $1.24 each. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express.
Congratulations to Jesse James Railroad Express, voted 2021 Best of Rutherford County hot dogs and hamburgers 5 years in a row.
All right, now let's get started with our Monday morning call around the county newscast and find out what's been going on. And Deputy Butron is with us right now from the Sheriff's Department to give us that update. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, sir. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for being with us. What's on the report?
Over the weekend, the Sheriff's Office responded to 310 calls for service. The jails processed 15 arrests, and there's currently 177 detainees in the jail. For incident reports, Brittany Town reported a financial card fraud. Walter Israel reported a first-degree trespassing. Linda Jones reported a felony larceny. Candy Blanton reported a break and entering. Carlos Linsby also reported a break and entering. There was an incident at the courthouse for injury to personal property and resisting a public officer. Zane Peeler reported a break and entering and a larceny of a firearm. Charles Martin reported a felony larceny. For arrest reports, David Anderson was served with 4 counts of failure to appear on felonies. Tammy Mann was charged with impeding traffic. Daniel King was charged with first-degree trespass. Robert Johnson was served with a failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Jeffrey Callahan was charged with injury to personal property and resisting a public officer. Crystal Adams was served with warrants for possession of methamphetamine and simple possession of a Schedule 6 controlled substance. Kim Morgan was charged with assault with a deadly weapon. David Daisley was served the order for arrest for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. Thomas Roop was served with an order for arrest for failure to appear on a misdemeanor. And Jessica Smith was served a warrant for simple assault. And that's what we've got for the weekend.
It's like a busy weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Deputy Butron, thank you so much, and you have a safe day out there.
Thanks, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
And our next stop is going to be 911 Communication Center. And Lindsay is doing the reporting this morning. Let's say hello to Lindsay and get the report. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi.
What's on the report today?
In the past 48 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 communications has processed 771 911 calls and administrative calls, which consist of 101 EMS, under law enforcement, 310 Sheriff's Office, 160 Florida City, 12 Lake Lure, 35 Rutherfordton, and 48 Chippendale. Under fire calls, Ballstick had a structure fire, assisting departments Forest City, Hudlow, and Cherry Mountain. Cherry Mountain had a structure fire, assisting departments Ballstick and Hudlow. Cliffside and Ellenboro had motor vehicle accidents. Forest City had a fire investigation. Green Hill had a brush fire. Hudlow had a residential fire alarm, as well as Lake Lure, and that is all.
Thanks, Lindsay. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Now at 21 past 7, let's head over to the Sdo Fire District. And Ruby Taylor, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm fixing to get out and put out my tomato plants.
Hey, that sounds like a good plan. What kind do you set out?
Well, I got big boy, early girl, and ruglers.
I like the big boys. Well, good. I hope you have great success with those.
Well, I'm trying.
Good. What's on the report?
Well, the fire department was quiet. And on my birthday calendar, I've got Alan Mathis and Billy Bass having birthdays today. And hope they have a nice day, and the signs are in the feet today and tomorrow. Jim, that's all I got.
Thanks, Ruby. Hope you have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
Now we'll head up to the Fairfield Mountains Fire District now. And we'll check in with Gary Wilson this Monday morning. Gary, good morning. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, Jim. How you doing?
Gary, did I say they threw a retirement party for you over the weekend?
They did. They pulled one off on me over the weekend.
Did they surprise you with that?
Well, I tried to inkling something was coming, and they can't keep a secret too good up there. So
well, I know you got big plans for your retirement, but that doesn't mean you're going to retire from the radio, does it?
Oh no, not yet. No.
Okay. Good.
No, I just stepped back as chief back in the year in December, and still got my name on the roster, do a little bit here and there, and help out where I can.
Good.
When I'm needed, and have to stay involved a little bit, just slow down some. Have somebody else do it now. My grandson's chief up there now, so he's
is that
good,
right?
Good, young, and strong, and ready to go. So.
Following in his granddad's footsteps.
I guess. I'm sure he'll do well. He's got a lot of good training. Young boy. He works over at Valley Hill Fire Department full time in Henderson County. So, and he's getting married next month, so he's got a lot going on.
Oh my goodness, he'll have a real boss next month, won't
he? He will. He will. So we had a quiet weekend. Otherwise, sitting about 54 degrees this morning. Pretty well. Yesterday was nice and warm. Today's going to be more of the same, sound like, and then maybe some storms tomorrow, but hopefully it won't be too bad. And that's about all we got up here this morning, Jim. They got a search going on over in McDowell County. I've seen on my page I got a while ago for an 8-year-old.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
missing. And
can't imagine what happened to him.
No, either. They're rounding up some crews out of our county to go over and assist with them, so I hope they can find him safe and sound, hopefully.
I hope so. I hope he's safe, but I bet he's scared to death.
I bet he is too. All right, well, that's it, Jim.
Sir, Gary, thanks so much. We'll look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.
All right, have a good day.
Gary Wilson from Fairfield Mountains Fire District and also Beals Creek. 24 past 7. here on WCAB's Morning Report.
Hey folks, Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply is an amazing store. I can say that because they have what you need. From pet supplies to fire and ant killer to horse quality Timothy alfalfa hay, $14 per bale. Attention carp fishermen, they have C&J flavoring, only $8 per bottle. And they have oats for sale. Refill your propane tanks at the lowest price. Fully stocked with all your deer supplies and a great selection of farm implements. Need mulch? $12 per scoop. We could call it a superstore. Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply, 188 Whiteside Road in Rutherfordton.
Well, it's time to head on over to Washburn General Store. Sometime today they're open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And you'll find some outstanding items over there. And most everything they carry over there is American made, USA made, and I like that. And a lot of some of it's even North Carolina made. So why don't you go by and just browse around? If you're shopping for somebody outside this area, buy them something made in North Carolina or something made in the USA. And so this came from Washburn General Store over in Bostic, North Carolina. And that'll make them want to come when they come home to see you. They want to go there too. A lot of folks come from miles around to visit Washburn General Store. And I know you like to brag on them yourself. I do. Brag on Washburn General Store. Many folks do. They've been around a while. Got a great historical significance factor right here for us in Rutherford County. That's Washburn General Store. Go by and find some seeds for your garden. They got those in now. Find what you're looking for in seeds and work gloves to work in the garden. It's a great place. Start spring and summer with Washburn General Store between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway. Let's head over to Sdo Fire District. Couldn't get the Vern this morning over at Bostic, but we got Bob Hodge from the Sdo Fire District. Good morning, Bob.
Well, good Monday morning here.
Yes, sir. And the last one we're going to have this month.
That's right. This month's running out this week, so yeah, be Mayday here for long.
I like to talk of that now. I like that. I wish somebody would pay me good. My boss not too good about paying me.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I have a birthday there in that month, so.
Oh, do you?
I'll be getting a little older there in May, yeah.
Well, what day in May?
25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be on a Wednesday.
25th.
Be on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting younger, aren't you?
Do what?
You're getting younger, aren't you? Aren't you getting younger?
No.
You're not getting any younger?
No. I reckon not. But Jim, things are going along good up here this morning. The sun's coming up bright. And with the fire department over the weekend, we boasted on the structure fire Saturday evening. And then we had a call to a barn fire on Depriest Road yesterday afternoon. And we had a fire alarm call. And then we've had a couple of medical calls. So the fire department's been pretty busy there. And we also had a call this morning from McDowell County for personnel, if possible, to search for an 8-year-old boy that's missing up there. And, Jim, that's about it with the fire department there right now. And so everything's going along pretty good up here this morning. And you take care. That's going to be a nice warm day out there again today.
I think it is. I'm looking forward to spending a little time outdoors if I can, and I hope you do too. And I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Bob. 29 minutes after 7 o'clock, and our temperature reading is 51 degrees right now.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Now let's head back over toward Bostic. DeBurn Upton's on the phone with me now. DeBurn, we couldn't leave town without talking to you this morning.
Absolutely not. I told him that I left my phone out in my vehicle.
Oh, my.
Okay, over here in Bostic this morning we have 59 degrees. Supposed to be another beautiful day, so get out and enjoy it. Fire department responded to 2 structure fires. There will be a yard sale May the 7th at 1105 Beams Mill Road, 8 until, lots of items. The drop-in store here in Bostic has their hams on sale. And we had one birthday, Brad Wickham. We want to wish him a happy birthday. And everyone get out and enjoy this beautiful weather.
You enjoy it too, DeBurn, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
Bye. To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Why not let Andrew Tisdale, your Edward Jones financial advisor, help you create a game plan for financial success? Call 828-287-9197 and get started today. That's Andrew Tisdale at Edward Jones Financial Advisor, 828-287-9197. And we'll check in now with Sue Price. She's reporting from the Cherry Mountain Fire District this morning. Sue, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Jim. I'm doing good. Hope you are.
I am indeed.
Well, good. Had a good weekend, I guess.
Yes, had a good weekend. Got to sing a little bit last night down at the Hicks Grove Church, and it was a good event, so I'm happy to have an opportunity to sing every once in a while.
Well, I know. We miss getting to go to the singings. Well, let's see. Have no calls from the fire department. I only have one birthday on and it's on my church calendar, Nichols Creek church calendar, and it's for Bobby McCraw, so I hope Bobby's going to have a good day. Nothing on the other 2 calendars for today. And in my announcements, tonight is the Golden Valley Community Club will be meeting, and that's at 7 o'clock. We'll start with a potluck supper and then have our business meeting. And then Saturday, the 30th, the club is going to be having a fundraiser, and it's for donations only, hamburgers and hot dogs from 11 to 2. So hope we'll have a good turnout for that. And so far, that's the only announcements I have. It's just quiet and calm over this way, looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one, Jim.
Thanks, Sue. I hope you have one, too, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well, there's good news for the folks up around the Golden Valley Sunshine area. There's some controversy up there a few weeks ago with the Department of Transportation wanting to make the intersection there at 226 and Bostic Sunshine Highway, and there we used to be little boys. They were going to talk about making that a 4-way stop. And the folks up in that community didn't like that idea. Neither did I, but I don't live there. But I didn't think it's a great idea either. But so the officials with the North Carolina Department of Transportation have heard from the people of Rutherford County and changed their plans regarding that intersection there in Golden Valley. They initially was going to install an all-way, also known as 4-way stop at the intersection of North Carolina Highway 226 and Bostic Sunshine Highway. When citizens in and around Golden Valley learned of the plan, they were not pleased. So they spoke up, and it made a difference. For several weeks in March, those citizens in Golden Valley put together a petition expressing opposition to the plan and submitted it to the DOT Division 13 office in Asheville. And before making a final decision, the DOT officials said they also wanted to hear from Rutherford County commissioners on the matter. So in early April, county commissioners sent a letter to DOT expressing their desire for the DOT to consider alternatives to an all-way stop. So they have decided instead of the 4-way stop, they will put a warning light there instead of the all-way stop. So the 4-way stop didn't make a lot of sense coming that, particularly on 226 there. Didn't make a lot of sense there, but anyway, maybe smart minds have prevailed. All right, we're heading over toward Shingle Hollow community now, Fire District, and Tina White is on the phone. Hi, Tina.
Well, good morning from Shingle Hollow, Jim.
How are you doing?
I am doing okay. I've got some allergies flared up, but I'm surviving.
Boy, I tell you, you're in the masses. A lot of folks have that problem right about this time of year.
Ooh, it's hit me hard.
I'm sorry.
But it is a beautiful morning up here. It is 54 degrees. The sun is shining. The sky is pretty. All these flowers that are causing me such torment, the bushes, the azaleas, the trees are beautiful.
Yes.
The fire department was all quiet over the weekend. We're thankful for that. And we have some birthdays today for Billy Dover, Shelby Millwood, and Hannah Barnwell. I hope all three of these have a wonderful day. There's no announcements that I know of, so we're just going to be washing pollen off of our cars up here in Shingle Hollow and probably blowing our noses. Did I lose you?
No, and sneezing and wiping her eyes because of tears.
Yes, yes. That's been a big deal. Like yesterday, I said, well, I'm just going to pull the blinds because every time the sun hit my eyes just watered like I was just, my tender heart was breaking or something, but it's just my eyes.
It's a struggle for a lot of folks this time of year.
Well, I hope to be feeling better tomorrow. Everybody have a safe day. Keep your Kleenexes close, and I will too, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
See you, Martina. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
7:36 on Monday morning report as we roll into this last week of April. This week will wrap it up for us, and we're rolling into summertime here in a hurry. Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Look for all the new design 2021 F-150 at Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City. Well, the suspect who shot a man Wednesday of in Ellenboro surrendered to authorities late Thursday. Darrell Alexander Jackson, 23, turned himself into the sheriff's office. He's been charged with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. He's been held under a $250,000 secured bond, according to the sheriff's office. Two others have also been arrested and for aiding and abetting Jackson in the shooting. Rosalind Caroline Toney and Dominic Deshawn Valentine are in custody. Both are being held on a $200,000 secured bond. Investigators are also looking for Jacob Kane Robbins. He's also facing the aiding and abetting charges. Deputies responded to a 9 p.m. Wednesday call about shots fired at 589 Ellenboro Henrietta Road. Once law enforcement arrived at the scene, they found Danny Hubert, 44, lying in the yard with a single gunshot wound. Hubert was taken to the Cleveland Regional Medical Center in Shelby, where he underwent surgery, and Jackson had fled the scene before officers arrived. Now let's head toward the Union Mills and get the Kelly report from Brenda Kelly. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning, Jim Bishop. How are you on this marvelous Monday morning?
I'm feeling pretty good. How about you?
I'm feeling mighty fine.
Good.
Yeah, feeling fine.
Beautiful day. Why should we not feel good on a beautiful day like
Exactly right. It's a beautiful day. Thankful for it. Yeah.
Yes.
So have you got any of your tomato plants and things set out?
You know, I have not even got my tomato plants yet. But running a little bit behind, I guess, compared to what other folks are doing. I don't have any. I've got to get some. You got yours out?
Yeah, I had little Amanda set them out one day. I bought them a couple of weeks ago, but I knew it was too early to set them out, so I left them on the back porch because it's covered, and I watered them. And I had, tomatoes and squash and cucumbers and hot pepper and bell pepper. That's what I had him to set out. I don't know, it was one day this past week. So we've got all that out.
Good. Well, it won't be long.
I think I set out better, boys, and I bought mine down there at that little nursery on Oakland Road.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he had a bunch of stuff. I don't know what it's called. I don't know who it is.
Well, I don't know either. If he'd advertised with us, everybody would know.
That's exactly right. That's right.
I think George's got some across the road over here at Farmer's Friend, too. I think he's got some.
Yeah, he probably.
I bought some last year from East High School Club, one of those club's members, but Haven't heard anything about that this year.
I know Polk County High had theirs on sale last week. Buy one, get one, I think, but I'm not sure. Seemed like somebody told me that. But that little boy you was talking about that's missing, I believe I asked Todd about it, and he said it was the Crooked Creek area. I don't know where that's at in McDowell County.
I'm not sure where that is either. It must have been a campground.
I said, all those creeks up are crooked.
Yes, they are.
But we hope everybody's having a good morning. I've got 48 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays or any anniversaries in ways of announcements. Saturday, April the 30th at the Union Mills Learning Center, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Springtime at the Mills vendor event. Over 60 vendors will be on site with various crafts and items. No admission. Raffle tickets available for sale. And so far, that's all I got going on. So we're just looking for a good day.
All right, now you sing to those tomato plants as you got them set out. Go out and sing to them every once in a while. They'll really flourish.
Listen, I used to could about halfway sing. I've never been a good singer, but I've got, like everybody else, I've got all these allergies, and it's like I can't ever get my throat cleared.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
It's scratchy, or not scratchy, but it's, I guess I could go out there and sing bass to them. It won't matter if I sing bass or tenor or what, does it?
Daddy sing bass.
Mama sing tenor.
Hey, that's pretty good, Brenda. See, you still do have some talent.
I don't know. So, but anyway, you better get down to Ellenburg and check on Luke the Sweet Thing, see if he's got his tomato plants out.
You have a wonderful day.
Catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Jim, have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there. Today is the final day for the bosses to nominate their secretary or their office manager or administrative assistant for the Secretary of the Week. The contest here going on, I think Wednesday is Secretary's Day, and so we're have an opportunity for you to nominate them, and we'll select 10 out of the list and take them out to lunch from Friday and give them some flowers and some other gifts as well, so we'll make it a good day for them. So if you haven't done that yet, please get yours sent in to us today, as a matter of fact. Go ahead and email it to me, Jim Bishop at nctv.com, and let me know the name of the person and the company they're involved with, and we'll make it set to go. McDowell County authorities are searching for a missing 8-year-old boy who was last seen near a wooded area near Snyder Falls Trail. Authorities say Toby Lucky was last seen Sunday night around 7 p.m. Anyone with any information is asked to contact the McDowell County Sheriff's Office at 828-652-4000, and they're searching for the 8-year-old in McDowell County. We'll keep you updated on that as we get more news available from that point. Time to call birthdays in. Birthdays and anniversaries for this 25th day of the month, April 25th. Birthdays and anniversaries can be called in to us right now. We have cleared the phone lines, 287-3356, 287-3356, and get those phone calls for birthdays and anniversaries turned in now. Imagine quality primary care health and urgent care services for you without the hassles. It is available to you and your family from Brock Family Care. Family medicine the way it ought to be. No insurance to deal with, general primary medical care, chronic disease prevention and management, urgent care, medication management, and so much more. Brock Family Care is a membership-based model where patients pay their primary care provider directly through monthly or annual fees rather than paying through an insurance provider. Not accepting any forms of health insurance cuts out the hassles and allows for more personalized and affordable health care. It may be time to move into this kind of plan for you and your family or your business. Call today and get more information. Here is the number. Write it down. 828-382-7282. This is the way health care should be. Call 828-382-7282. Brock Family Care, 289 Shallow Road, Forest City. Well, if you want breakfast this morning from Granny B's, I'm sorry, but you'll need to wait till tomorrow because they're closed on Mondays. They're open Tuesday through Saturday with a delicious breakfast starting as early as 6:30. Delicious homemade breakfast just like you like it, so keep that in mind. Meanwhile, if you have other selections that you want to make for lunch, like those delicious subs, they do that as well. Do a great job over there with their food and their service. Also, keep in mind, if you want your clothes looking good, take them by Folks Cleaners over at the Rockwood Plaza. They'll fix you up, make you look sharp, and have everything pressed up for you for your uniforms for your job or your everyday clothes or your dress clothes, whatever you like to wear. They'll clean those up for you and make you look a little bit better. So have that done real soon. Folks Cleaners, the Lifestyle over there near Lifestyle at Rockwood Plaza.
Happy birthday.
Birthdays today include Trenton Bowen, 5, over in Sandy Mush. Trenton, happy birthday. And Irene Lopez, over in Forest City, 78 today. So happy birthday to you, Irene. Other birthdays include Arthur Chevrolet, founder of Chevrolet, 1884 birthday. 1908, Edward R. Murrow, newscaster, was born. He died in 1960. 1917, Ella Fitzgerald was born. She was a singer. She died in 1996. 1940, Al Pacino was born. Other events on this date include a patent was granted for the thimble, 1684. 1719, Daniel Defoe publishes Robinson Crusoe. I mean, have you read that in school? 1792, guillotine, first used in France. That's when they cut the heads off people. 1898, U.S. declares war on Spain. 1954, Bell Labs announces the first solar battery. 1990, Hubble Space Telescope is placed into orbit. And this is National DNA Day, National East Meets West Day, National Hug a Plumber Day, National Telephone Day, and National Zucchini Bread Day. Well, now you're up to date on this date in history here on WCAB. Keys to Confident Living coming up next. Top of the hour, we'll find out where jobs are available for us with the Job Market Report, all exclusively here on WCAB.
Leadership magazine published an illustration about a man who lived in a forested area that was inundated with mice. They seemed to be everywhere. Especially at night, they could be heard scurrying all over the place. The plan to exterminate them involved setting out a few boxes of decon for the mice to munch on. And sure enough, the mice were drawn to the boxes. The nighttime sounds indicated that the mice could hardly get enough of the new nighttime snack. They loved it. The next morning, the man discovered the boxes were empty and looked clean. The following evening, more boxes were set out. Again, the decon was as popular as a youth hangout spot. But after a couple of days of the eating frenzy, fewer and fewer mice returned to the place that had been so popular just several nights before. The deadly poison was doing its work. Before long, the nights were quiet. There was no little pitter-patter of mice feet heard in the darkness. The tasty morsel was popular, but deadly. Just because something is popular does not mean that it's good for us. To say, well, everyone else is doing it, is no sure indication that it is right. Jesus reminded us that the wide road will be packed with people who are doing the popular things, but that is the road that leads to destruction, while the narrow road that is less traveled and less popular represents the road that leads to life. Successful living needs to be measured by doing what is right, not just what is popular. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
Stay in touch with your tax dollars. Listen to the Commish Report and the School Board Report each month live here on WCAB. The reports
from ABC News. I'm Sherry Preston. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in person over the weekend in Kyiv.
We expressed deep admiration for his leadership, for the extraordinary courage of Ukrainians in standing up to and pushing back this Russian aggression.
Blinken announcing an additional $300 million in military aid. ABC's Marcus Moore is in Ukraine.
After this high-stakes meeting, a senior U.S. official says that U.S. diplomats will be returning to Ukraine in the coming week and that the administration is set to announce a new military aid package for Ukraine and 15 other European countries. The meeting, a major show of solidarity between the two nations. Zelensky thanking them for the U.S. aid.
Macron their congratulations after he scored a second term against far-right candidate Marine Le Pen.
President Biden tweeting his congratulations to Macron, noting France is a key partner in addressing global challenges and saying he looks forward to our continued close cooperation.
ABC senior White House correspondent Mary Bruce. On the New Mexico fire line, a hint finally of some help in the weather.
New Mexico's largest wildfire is centered near Cooks Peak in the southwest part of the state. It's grown to 52,000 acres, more than 81 square miles.
And then start to build some containment around the fire.
Despite that, the Cooks Peak fire was still at 0% containment on Sunday. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
COVID cases on a steady rise across the country. Hospitalizations up 11%. As mass testing program begins in China, people in Beijing have been stocking up on food, afraid they'll be in COVID lockdowns as they were recently in Shanghai. You're listening to ABC News.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness? Modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
The Supreme Court this morning will hear arguments in a case centered on a high school football coach who says he should be able to lead students in prayer on the football field. Joseph Kennedy was fired from his post after the school in Bremerton, Washington told him to stop, and he refused. The New York City Fire Department rocked by the death of one of its own. The firefighter, Timothy Klein, killed in a house fire in Brooklyn when part of the roof came down on top of him. An Italian train conductor fired for handing out too many fines is now...
Francesco Bonanno was fired in 2017, accused of terrorizing passengers by handing out too many. Customers complained and some got reimbursed. But the Italian court ruled in the conductor's favor, ordering Trenitalia to hire him back. It does someone who did not personally profit from handing out so many tickets. Megan Williams, ABC News, Rome.
And continuing today in Virginia, the trial over the defamation lawsuit brought by actor Johnny Depp against his ex, Amber Heard. He's expected back on the stand again today after spending most of last week testifying. Amber Heard is yet to take the stand. This is ABC News.
If you have a small business, Staples has your sign.
Banners for my bakery?
Staples has your sign.
Oh, posters for my new pet store.
Floor decals for a pharmacy.
Every day, Staples associates help every kind of small business create bold signs to make big impressions. And now get $10 off custom signs, banners, and posters when you spend $50 or more. This is your sign, so print it big at Staples. StaplesConnect.com/thisisyoursign for details.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Temperatures for today will warm above normal for this time of the year. It's going to feel like summer. We're going to head into the mid to upper 80s, and some areas could be dealing with the warmest highs of the year so far. By tonight, we're down into the upper 50s and lower 60s with highs in the upper 70s and upper 80s tomorrow. By the afternoon, scattered showers and thunderstorms will move through with a cold front. Some of those storms could be strong to severe in the evening hours. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Currently with 53 degrees here at WCAB Studios in Rutherford. 53. We started out there, dropped to 51. Always drops a couple of degrees just before sunrise. Somehow, I don't know why that is, but right now we're back up to 53, getting up to 85 for our daytime high today. It's 8:05, and we'll have that job market report in just a moment.
This is Steve Owens, your clerk of Superior Court. I'm a graduate of RS Central High School and Isothermal Community College. I have served as your elected clerk of Superior Court since 2014. As the current clerk of Superior Court, one of my many duties is to serve as judge of probate. I have presided over 1,500 hearings, and not even one case on appeal has ever been overturned by a higher court. When I first took over, the audit score was 72% with numerous violations. Now, our latest audit, our county is tied for first place with a score of 100%. I have fulfilled my campaign promises to run the clerk's office as a business and to treat everyone with respect and courtesy. My wife Gina and I have been active members of Cornerstone Fellowship Church since 1998. I will continue to be a clerk you can talk to and depend on. After re-election, I will continue to make our county and citizens proud by following the